A lot of guys wonder, what's this one line that you're going to text a girl for sure to get her to reply? What is this one crazy specific thing that you can tell a girl to make sure that she's going to reply to you? While there is no one specific line, there are a few principles that you can understand and apply to your text to get girls to reply to you. Long story short, you want to make your messages engaging. Now, making a message engaging is a little bit more complicated than just be interesting, bro. What's interesting to her is the first thing that you have to ask yourself. What is it that you can say that is going to engage her? What is it that you can say that she's going to find an interest in? Most of the time, it's not going to be to talk about yourself, and most guys, when they don't know what to talk about with a girl, they start talking about themselves, and the girl gets so fucking bored and she doesn't reply and she ghosts. What you can do if you really have no idea is to make the conversation about her. Everyone loves to talk about themselves, and so if you make the conversation about her and she refuses to get validated by that, it's really that she didn't want to talk with you. If you were watching this girl in a Facebook post, if you were watching this girl in a YouTube video and you have to put a comment on that, what kind of comments could you say about it? So for example, if you're watching a girl's Tinder profile and on the picture she's playing with her dog, what kind of comments could you make on that? If you're watching a girl's profile and she's in a bikini at the beach, what kind of comments could you make on that? Try not to comment on the fact that she's hot or something like that. You're gonna appear thirsty. But be a little bit creative. Now, what most guys do is that they are way too bold and they are way too direct. Instead of making this first comment to increase the buying temperature of the girl, they're gonna be like, hey, let's meet tomorrow. And a girl is going to receive this text and she's gonna feel, okay, why? I don't understand. I'm not gonna reply to this guy. And so I like to think that women are more like volume knobs and you have to gradually turn them on, while men are more like a switch. It's either on or off. So there for you, I have a few examples. We're going to see the first one is a conversation that I started with a girl on Instagram. It's a girl that I never met in real life or that I didn't met on dating apps, and I just added her on Instagram. So how do we start the conversation? How do we slide into a girl's DMs? This one is probably the easiest example because you're just gonna take one of her picture and you're gonna send it to her and you're gonna make a comment about it. Again, we are on this idea of engaging the girl by talking about her, and commenting on one of her pictures is like the easiest way ever to start a conversation. So there we have this girl and I just start the conversation by talking about the tattoos that she has, and it's as easy as that. She replies to it, so it means that she wants to further the conversation, and then we start talking a little bit. And then again, you don't have to say something super smart, you don't have to say something super witty. If she likes your profile, if she likes you, she's gonna be open to have a conversation with you. And again, if she doesn't like you and really doesn't want to talk with you, she's gonna ignore you, even if you are validating her by talking about herself. Then we have two Tinder conversations. I took this one because the girl didn't have much in her profile. She basically just had bikini pictures, and so it's quite hard to comment on that. Still, I made it quite open-ended, I made it quite vague, and at the very last, I will see based on her answer if she's open to have a conversation with me, and if maybe what she replies can help me lead the conversation in some direction. Another Tinder example, we have this girl. Again, her profile was quite boring to say the least, so there is nothing that can help me really comment on it. Again, I'm going in with a generic sentence that's going to get her to reply something because it's talking about her, and you can see there it's like super generic, but still based on what she replies I can judge if she's interested in me or not. I can judge if there is something I can use to bounce back and lead the conversation in another direction. The last one is a text conversation that I have with a girl that I met a few days ago in a mall. She was quite interested in me, so she sent me the first text, but it doesn't really matter because I still have to lead the conversation myself in a certain direction. I still have to send the first text that's going to officially start the conversation, because what she sent me doesn't really help having a conversation. Anyways, I'm telling her that she was in a rush, it's okay, and then I'm sharing a little bit about my life, and I'm sharing about how my life relates to what's happening in her life. I'm still talking a little bit about myself, but that's not the main point of the conversation. The main point of the conversation is that she's working from home and that she was in a rush, and I'm making the conversation about her. I'm making the conversation about her situation. If she wants to talk with me, she's going to further the situation, and I'm making it super easy by talking about herself.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
Excuse me, hello. Don't you feel like it's more real to meet people in real life?
Yeah, I think it's nice.
Do I look Slav to you?
If you want to attract you, be married.
Really?
He's really an amazing guy, and you should definitely subscribe to his channel.